Hello everyone, this is RDB312 here, and today I'm going to be doing the history of Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. In this video, we're going to go from the years, from how it started to now. So let's not wait any longer and let's get into this video. And bear with me, there might be a little bit of mess ups here and there, but please forgive me if I say any dates wrong, and please leave your comments very respectfully in the comment section. So let's get into this, starting off with the Tyrrell. This is basically the founding father of Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. This car is cool, and I like this car because it's different. Is it the prettiest Formula 1 car? No. I have to say it's probably not the prettiest Formula 1 car, but its weirdness makes it so cool looking. You got these small 6 wheels up front. You have a V8 Formula 1 engine. And the driver was Jody Scheckter. And then again, the FIA had like basically no regulation. So teams back in this days said, we're going to do our own thing. So let's make a 6-wheeler. And this car actually won the Formula 1 World Championship. Tyrrell started off in 1968, and unfortunately Tyrrell pulled out of Formula 1 and got bought out by this team here, which is BAR, British American Racing, and this is actually a livery of tobacco. So why does this livery, you can see the decal with the zipper, and one side Lucky Strike and the other side in this blue and yellow color called 555. Well, back in 1999, BAR decided to do something totally unique to bend the rules of having one car in 555 and the other car in Lucky Strike. The driver, Jack Villeneuve, said it was Formula 1's free, we get to do whatever we want, so it's fantastic. Those were the words of Jack Villeneuve before the season started in Melbourne, Australia in 1999. So the FIA, as soon as the cars were released, the FIA says you are not allowed to have 2 different cars with 2 different liveries. You have to have them exactly the same. So with this zipper, they decided to combine the 2 different cigarette companies, Lucky Strike and 555. And then you can see one side of the car is blue, and the other side is red, black, and white. One of the most striking liveries of Formula 1 history, and I'd say it's pretty cool, this livery. You know, I love the way it looks in real life, but unfortunately, this car did not win any races. Back when teams followed the Constructors Championship, basically what that means is teams whoever finished first had 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And unfortunately, BAR finished dead last in the Constructors Championship, and that's how Jack Villeneuve on this car has 22, because the team did not finish well. So his teammate had number 21, but Jack Villeneuve had number 22. But BAR did not hardly win any races, and they had severe crashes, especially at Spa-Francorchamps in 1999. Basically, Jack Villeneuve went through Eau Rouge, lost control, and slammed into the wall hard. And his teammate, I forget his teammate's name, but anyway, he had the same karma copied accident as well. Lost it through Eau Rouge and had a massive shunt in the wall. Car flipped upside down. And basically all four wheels came off the car. So BAR ended their career in 90 started in 1999 and finished their career in 2005. So from BAR to Honda. So this is the 2005. Oh, sorry, this is 2006 Honda. So Honda had these real loud V10 engines that were, I remember going to Indianapolis, watching the practice and qualifying, and how deafening Hondas were. They were so loud, and when Jenson Button and Rubens Barrichello drove by, I remember the whole grandstand shake because of the loud V10 engines. And it was a very deafening sound. Even earplugs, for me with my sensitive hearing, just did not work at all. So, yeah, so unfortunately Honda pulled out of Formula One because of financial trouble back in 2008 when the stock market was just plummeting, and Honda actually had to pull out of it because they were having severe financial trouble, and they didn't know if they were gonna make it, so they had to pull out of Formula One completely. So 2009 season was basically, I don't have a model. They do make these models, but they are very expensive and hard to get. So in 2009, now I have this history of a Formula One book. 2009 was basically Honda was gonna race that season. But then, like I said before, financial trouble. So everybody in Brackley, where the team factory is for Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 teams at, they didn't know they were going to have jobs. They did not know. They're like, the whole factory was actually just going to shut down. But until this man, Ross Brawn, the founder of Brawn GP, so they had the chassis meant for a Honda engine, but Honda pulled out. So they were panicking, and it was like only 5 months before the F1 season started. And they were struggling. They were actually extraordinarily struggling because they just didn't have an engine for the car. So Mercedes called them and said, hey, we'll be interested. But the problem was the car was actually designed for a Honda, not for a Mercedes. But that didn't stop Ross Brawn. Ross Brawn bought Honda for £1. Yes, you heard me right, £1. And I believe £1 is basically $3 in US marketing. I could be wrong, but like I said, if I am wrong, please leave your comments respectfully if I say anything wrong. So the team sold for £1, but he had to buy everything from the facility, all the people that work there to keep them alive, and that was a struggle, but they managed to pull it off. And they created Brawn GP, and that story will probably go down as one of the most Cinderella stories of all time. Jenson Button and Rubens Barrichello were teammates at the time. And all the F1 teams complained because they had, I don't know if this book has a picture of the car. Let's see. 2010. Nope. Unfortunately, in this book, this is the only picture. But the rest of the teams, like McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, Force India, we're all complaining. Williams, we're all complaining about Braun GP because they had a double diffuser, which was a double diffuser on the rear of the car. I wish I had a model to explain it to you, but this is the only picture I could find. You can probably find it on the internet. Just type in Braun GP and diffuser, and it will pop up pictures on the internet. So, yeah, so all the teams were having a fit, and they were dominating beginning of the season. Then they started to fall apart towards the end, towards the middle and end of the season, I should say. And basically, they pulled it off, and with a perfect Cinderella story, they became 2009 world champions, drivers champions with Jenson Button, and constructors championship, Braun GP. And unfortunately, Braun GP was bought out by Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. But let's just say Mercedes in 2010 really struggled. A lot of DNF. Michael Schumacher came back from retirement. And Nico Rosberg, who used to race for Williams at the time, moved over to Mercedes. And yet they were still struggling. And Michael Schumacher did not finish well coming back from Ferrari in 2006. He retired. Then 2010 came back to F1. And yeah, it didn't go so well for Mercedes. They were like almost like a last midfield team. So basically they struggled their first year. But in 2007, they started, 2007, forgive me, 2011, they won some races. They didn't dominate like they were, but in 2012, Lewis Hamilton's contract was up with Mercedes. He had 1 year left. He had to race the full 2012 with McLaren. So basically, after Michael Schumacher retired, and at the end of the season of 2012, in 2013, they signed Lewis Hamilton from McLaren. That seems like doesn't seem that long ago, but man, it feels like a long time ago that Hamilton raced for McLaren. But anyway, Michael Schumacher retired. Lewis Hamilton came to Mercedes, and the team principal, Toto Wolff, was actually the team principal for Williams. So Mercedes signed Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton, and boy, what a story that was. Lewis Hamilton winning 6 world championships to make it 7 because he won in 2007 with McLaren. And yeah, so let's take a look at the Michael Schumacher here. This is his 2011 car, just a year before his retirement. And I absolutely love this model. I'm so happy I have a Michael Schumacher Mercedes in my collection. And I love the shark nose. I absolutely love the front end. This was probably one of the better looking Formula 1 cars of 2011. This was the year before. Was this the year before Nope. This was the year that DRS first introduced in 2011. So DRS. So what does DRS stand for? Reduced drag reduction system. So like this little winglet, uh, here flips up open to create more airflow to be to be easier to overtake another car. So I don't have Lewis Hamilton's first year with Mercedes. I have his second year with Mercedes. The introducing from the V8s to the V6 hybrid era. This is from Barago. So these cars, so Lewis Hamilton won the world championship with this car. And he became 7-time world champion, but he did 6 world titles with Mercedes. So as you can see, yeah, very cool. And in 2016, Lewis Hamilton lost the world championship to his teammate Nico Rosberg. That was a very tight championship battle between those two. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton fell short, and Nico Rosberg became the world championship with Mercedes, and he retired. After that, he just won one world championship, retired. So in 2007, Lewis Hamilton came back and won the 2017. Now this is my all-time favorite car, the W08. This is the year I graduated from high school, 2017. This is why this car is so special to me. And I love the way that the car looked with the shark fin, this little winglet here, the back wing. I miss the look of these F1 cars. To me, in my opinion, these were like the best looking Formula 1 cars. I love how big and long they were. And obviously you can see back when, and this was the last year of the, I believe they called this the monkey seat. This little arch thing. I don't know why they call it the monkey seat, but that's what they did, and then you can see the exhaust. And yes, and I absolutely love this model. And the reason why I love it is the way the details, like my hand got in the way. Is the stripes, the Petronas stripes on the side of the car. I miss how Mercedes did like these lightning ocean wave kind of detail. Instead of just a solid Petronas stripe, I kind of miss the artsy, lightning wavy Petronas side details. And then this one here, this 2019 German Grand Prix. Now this is one of my other favorite liveries, and this model is hard to get. This is a tribute to Mercedes of history in motorsports. You have I believe it was the 125th anniversary of Mercedes celebrating in motorsports. So they had this old, new, Fibe. I think that's, Fibe. Basically, what they did was from Mercedes history, from the white, because Mercedes back in the 30s basically did all white cars because Germany, that was the German colors, was all white. And then so they found a loophole, like, let's see if we can strip the white paint away from the cars. And that's how Mercedes came the silver arrows, by getting rid of the white and just keeping the bare silver. That's when the silver arrows came introduced. But this was like a crossover. But Mercedes in 20 in 2019, Hockenheim Grand Prix. Yeah, that's the one we kind of want to forget. Cool livery, love it, love the car, but yeah, Mercedes unfortunately did not do well in that race. Mercedes had a mess up in the pit stop when Lewis Hamilton came in, and Valtteri Bottas spun out and crashed and DNF'd. And Peter Bono, Lewis Hamilton's race engineer, his real name is Peter Bennington, but he likes to go by Bono, told Lewis to come in, and then Lewis came in, and then he said, stay out. So as soon as Lewis Hamilton pulled into the pits, Peter Bennington told him, and stay out, stay out. So Lewis Hamilton was so confused of like what his engineer wanted to do. Do you want me to come in? Do you not want me to come in? Well, Lewis Hamilton crossed over the grass and over the white line. You have to, when you come into a pit stop, you have to, so say like this is the pit stop marker. You have to basically pull in before the marker. You can't pull in after you pass the marker. So say like, for instance, like trying to do the best I can here, so bear with me. So basically, so say like, I know this is Valtteri Bottas, but just pretend this was Lewis Hamilton after Bottas's crash. Lewis cut the grass and the marker was here. So Lewis basically cut over the grass, and Peter Bennington said, no, stay out, stay out, stay out. And he said, but it was too late. Lewis Hamilton came in the box, and he deserved a 10-second drive-through penalty. And that's what cost Mercedes the race. They were dominating until that point, and it poured down rain. But no, Mercedes did not finish well during that race. But a very cool livery. Just wish they could have won in that livery. Then we have Lewis Hamilton's. This livery was cool, but yeah, like I said in this, you've seen this video, the unboxing video, so there's no need to look over the car. But yeah, 2021, yeah, not the year that I want to remember, that's for sure, due to the FIA scandal, because allow Max Verstappen basically to win because of a caution towards the end of the race when what was that guy's name? Anyway, I can't remember the guy's name that DNF that crashed out, and basically the FIA president at the time told yeah, that's a story that I don't even want to talk about. You can find it if you're interested. Go on YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube videos of that. But yeah, that's basically how Mercedes started. And by the way, this team was in Brackley, and they use the same facilities to this day. I think they just update this facility. But yep, Tyrrell Star in Brackley, BAR, and then so forth. So now you guys know the history. Oh, and one cool thing. You've seen this, but a piece of Lewis Hamilton winning the 2015 Formula One World Championship. But that's actually a piece from his car. So pretty cool stuff. So I can't think of anything else right now, but I will be eventually be doing the history of how Red Bull started. So I just want to do my favorite team first, and then can do another video at some point of the history of how did Red Bull start in Formula One. Well, I'll see you guys all very soon. Take care. wherever you are around the world, and stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.